Okay. Cammy didn't? Tracy didn't. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay.
Culinary students are also here and they're not on the agenda either.
Uh-oh. How does that
Right? Like,
how
I
does
don't
that
see
happen?
do you see them? I don't see them. And they're definitely here.
Well, I need to speak to the teacher. I have to recognize them. 6:30. It feels good in here.
Feels way better than
Check. Yep.
Yes, you trying to tell me something?
Yeah, damn right. You want me to say it louder?
Dr. Fry.
is Woodruff Culinary supposed to be on there too?
But they'll see. So you can use a couple of checks and then. Good evening, everyone, and to all of the moms in the room and anybody serving as a mom. Happy Mother's Day post from yesterday. Hopefully, everybody had something nice done, some flowers. You got to sit in the sun. I'm proud to say that I did sit outside for about an hour and a half. And I did doze off, and my feet are slightly burned, but that's okay. It was just good weather, and it was nice. It was really nice to be out, just to be outside. I'd like to call our public school board meeting to order at this time. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll for attendance?
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Here.
Mr. Ivory?
Here.
Mrs. Rose?
Here.
Mrs. Ross? Dr. Wilson?
Here.
President McConnell?
Here.
We have 7 present.
Thank you. May we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We want to recognize our poster boards. We have Woodruff Career and Technical Center, who has produced some of our finest students. And so thank you, Woodruff Technical Center. And over here we have Heinz Primary, Buzzing into Spring. Very creative. I love the flowers and how it's like a 3D presentation. So Heinz, excellent job. Thank you. Announcements from board members.
City Kids Camp. Middle schoolers, get ready for 5 days of adventure at City Kids Camp in Lewistown, Illinois from June 9th through the 13th. This free overnight camp is open to rising 6th through 9th graders and including swimming, rock climbing, zip lining, fishing, paddle boats, lawn games, and more. Spots fill fast. Contact Valerie blank at psd150.org to register for an unforgettable summer experience.
Thank you. Memorial Day. Enjoy a well-deserved break this Memorial Day. Schools and offices will be closed on Monday, May 26th, in honor of those who gave their lives for our freedom. Take the day to relax and remember.
Individual kindergarten roundup dates. Peoria Public Schools is excited to welcome our future kindergartners. The last 2 events for parents to meet teachers, tour the building, and register their kindergartner for the fall are at Franklin and Charter Oak. May 14th at Franklin from 4 to 5 p.m. May 15th at Charter Oak from 6 to 7 p.m. Let's get ready for an amazing start to kindergarten.
Good evening. Bloomboard Apprenticeship. You want to become a special ed teacher? PPS is partnering with Bloomboard and Lake Erie College to offer a work while you learn degree and certification program. If you have an associate's degree, work as a paraprofessional in the elementary school, or dream of leading your own classroom, then this opportunity is for you. If you have questions, please contact Ms. Linda Wilson at linda.wilson@psd150.org. Apply by May 19th to turn your passion into a profession. Eighth grade promotion ceremonies. Peoria Public School is proud to celebrate our eighth grade students as they prepare for high school. Each middle school will host a special ceremony to honor this exciting milestone. The promotion schedule is as follows. Tuesday, May 27th at 5 p.m., Elise Ford Allen, Harold B. Dawson, Lincoln K. 8, Annie Jo Gordon, Sterling at Peoria High, and Treewind. Tuesday, May 27th at 6 p.m., Rolling Acres at Richwoods, Reservoir Gifted, Von Steuben at Woodruff, and Liberty Leadership. Then on Wednesday, May 28th, Mark Bills will be at 5 p.m. and Glen Oak will be at 5:30 p.m. Please contact the school for details. Let's celebrate the class of 2029.
Good evening. Wraparound Center. Do you need support or resources? The Wraparound Center is a one-stop shop for those who need help with therapy or counseling, access to the food pantry, appointments and case management, or even guidance for affordable housing. Located on the Latrobe side of Treewind School, it is open from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. this in the evening, even in the summer. Just stop or call them at 309-282-1919. Thank you.
2025 high school graduations. Let's celebrate the incredible class of 2025. Graduation ceremonies for all three high schools will take place on Saturday, May 17th at the Peoria Civic Center Arena. The schedule is as following. Peoria High at 10 a.m., doors will open at 9. Manual High School is at 1 p.m., doors will open at noon. Richwoods High School is at 4 p.m., doors will open at 3 p.m. Please plan accordingly for the parking challenges. Don't be late. And the ceremonies will start very promptly at their appointed times. Also, you may want to check the website because you have to have a small purse. You can't bring in totes and large bags, anything over 10, I think it's 10 to 12 inches wide, maybe 3 inches deep. So just be mindful of our bags as we go in to the Civic Center, and that's Saturday, May 17th. And last announcement, last day of school. The countdown is on, and the last day of school for students will be a half day on May 30th. Valeska Hinton's last day will be a half day on June 5th. And the Knoxville Center for Student Success will end on June 6th. Finish strong, students, and plan to enjoy your summer ahead. Thank you. Our first recognition tonight, Remarkable Spirit Award. It is not listed on the agenda. However, we will recognize Mrs. Emily Dawson, and our Greater Peoria Chess Foundation Group. Thank you so much, and sincere apologies for the oversight.
No worries, as long as we can get it done. Thank you for recognizing me today and our wonderful group. I have a few details to share. Again, my name is Emily Dawson. I am the secretary and board member of the Greater Peoria Chess Foundation. I'm also the treasurer of the Illinois Chess Association. And I'm coming to you tonight to give you an update of our activities within Peoria Public Schools, as well as presenting our national team tonight that just flew in at 1 o'clock this morning. So a little bit of background about the Greater Peoria Chess Foundation. From August 3rd through April 13th, the GPCF has sponsored 17 chess tournaments, 6 of which were in Peoria Public Schools, and 1 event this upcoming weekend. These events featured a mix of scholastic and adult sections with 4 tournaments, including adults, and providing dedicated adult sections. Across all the tournaments this year, there were 2,045 total player entries. That represented 890 unique participants, and of these, 856 were the scholastic players, 34 were adults. Scholastic participants represented 92 different schools throughout the year, and the tournament attracted scholastic players from across the state in Indiana, Iowa, and Missouri. Schools, communities that were represented included Bloomington Normal, Sangamon Valley, Franklin, Georgetown, Sterling, and more. We've made it one of our missions to expand our reach statewide. And this included 120 students from 13 Peoria Public Schools that competed in at least 1 tournament this year. The following Peoria Public Schools were represented: Charter Oak, C.T. Vivian, Annie Jo Gordon, Hines, Keller, Liberty, Lincoln, Manual, Mark Bills, Northmore, Richwoods, Rolling Acres, and Reservoir. A few things that we've added in the past year: we now offer an open chess event. We call it Open Chess Night, in conjunction with the Mark Bills chess team. I happen to be the coach. When the students can play unrated games with students across the Tri-County area. We've had students from as far as like Germantown, Metamora, Canton, Lewiston, who have all traveled in to play and just hang out and play chess. One of our events last December, we had as many as 72 students in attendance. Some months we offer theme nights, such as First Responder Night, Engineering Week, where guest chess players come in to play with our students. The next one is May 23rd from 4 to 6 p.m. All students are welcome. A few benefits that we provide to Peoria Public Schools: we provide all of the schools with chess boards and chess sets as needed. We always start with a base set of 10 chess boards and pieces to each one of the schools. If they run out or need more or need them replaced, we replace those. We provide tournament hosting services. Like I said, we did 6 different tournaments in Peoria Public Schools this year. We provide access to curriculum, connections to coaches. Another one of the benefits is that all Peoria Public Schools students play free at all the Peoria Public Schools tournaments. And this year we're excited to announce that July 21st through the 25th, we will be hosting with the Illinois Chess Association a chess camp at Mark Bills. It'll be a 5-day camp from 8 to 5 p.m., 3 days of instruction with a Grand Master and an International Master, a field trip to the St. Louis Chess Center, pending your board approval next month, and a trip to the Chess Hall of Fame, as well as a tournament that Friday. Next year, we are excited to be offering a bonus stipend to Peoria Public Schools chess coaches if they bring a team to the various tournaments, and that we just remain committed to promoting competitive and educational chess opportunities to Peoria Public Schools. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the national chess team that was provided a United States Chess Federation travel Title I grant. Nice. That provided $6,000 towards our team traveling to Orlando, Florida this past weekend. We
Nice.
we attempted to leave on Thursday. Yes, we have some thanks to some parents that I need to do. We were delayed 6 times. We boarded a plane twice. We deboarded that plane twice. Our flight was canceled. We rented 3 vehicles. The parents helped me drive the students in the middle of the night to Chicago. We slept on the floor of O'Hare. Boarded a 7 a.m. flight to Orlando. Got our 3 rental vehicles, and we were able to get the students to their boards with 5 minutes to spare.
Wow.
So with
Amazing.
I can't thank these students enough. I mean, and how proud I was with all the adversity. These parents didn't say a word. They just said, "All right, let's go. What do you need me to do?" And we made it happen. The kids didn't complain. I mean, you would be so proud of these Peoria Public Schools kids. They were the epitome of behavior in front of the 6,000 other students that we were
Amazing.
around. This was the largest chess tournament in the world, and it only happens once every 4 years. It's Super Nationals 8, where all 4 national tournaments come together in one place. The fact that we could, 1, get there, and 2, that a couple of them did fall asleep at their boards the first round, but the fact that we played 7 rounds in 3 days, and then we made it
Amazing.
home, that didn't come without the delays and a mile run through an airport in order to board last night, and then we landed at just after midnight this morning. So yes, the students didn't go to school today, I did, but oh, you did? Woo! All right. That we're doing what we can for Peoria Public Schools. So I'd like to introduce our high school team from Richwoods is Brady Renew. Stand up. Adler Renew, William Henley, and did Aaron come? Aaron, what's his name? Van Kuren. They placed 26th in the country,
Nice.
just 1 place out of trophy contention.
Nice.
But they did a fantastic job.
And their families? Your parents here
boys.
with you tonight?
The what? Yes,
Are the parents here with them?
They visited us from Tampa to see us there.
Parents,
And-
would you stand, please? Take a bow, because this is your trophy moment. Awesome, awesome sacrifice. Thank you.
All right, then we have our Mark Bills team. We had 6 students. We have Ethan Best, Hannah Best. We have, there they are, the Johnsons. We have Natalia and Aiden Johnson. We have, Miniweather. There you go, Reggie Miniweather. And where's our number 6? Eric Anteline. So it doesn't look like he's here. So these were our 6 representing Mark Bills. They finished 34th in the country.
Nice. Good deal.
And then we had a late add-on the week before. We have Sean Pepper, who represented Reservoir Gifted, and his mom was another thankful addition because she helped to drive our cars to and from. So he represented.
And if we could have
Reservoir.
all of the other parents stand with the Mark Bills team, if you're here, parents.
So and then just one additional thank you to Rebecca Best, a Peoria Public Schools teacher.
Nice.
Mr. Miniweather, he's the ROTC instructor down at Manual. And Kuswe Pepper, parents who attended with us and then helped me pull it all together and make it happen. So again, thank you very much.
That is amazing. Amazing.
Ms. Dawson, what's the placement of the reservoir? You told us for the other 2.
Oh, because you have to be a team of more than 1 player to
I
be
see.
a team.
Okay,
you don't
got
play.
you.
And I don't have their individual stats
Okay.
posted yet.
Makes
but
sense.
he finished probably in the top 100.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
nice.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, do you know what place he finished? So, and then if I could hijack the mic 1 more minute. I am also the president of the Illinois Junior Academy of Science, which runs the state science fair. And we did have one student from the junior high level and 6 from the Richwoods High School, but the junior high student, she pulled her project together in under 6 weeks to compete, and it is Keo Roy from Reservoir Gifted, and she placed with a gold finish.
Of her project? The name of her project?
What?
The name?
Oh, the name of your project? So she developed and wrote an algorithm to try and improve driver safety using a camera that would recognize the heat signature of animals when they cross in front of the car.
Nice.
So
Innovation.
unbelievable amount of programming that she was doing in 6 weeks to compete, especially as a 7th grader. So she did a phenomenal job. The State Science Fair is coming back to Bradley for our 100th year in
Nice.
2027. So we hope to increase the Peoria Public Schools
Absolutely.
participation in order to bring that baby home. So thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate Mrs. Dawson. Mrs. Dawson, thank you so much for your leadership and your patience and your diligence, because flying anymore just is not guaranteed. And so, and to the parents and families, thank you for your sacrifices, because that is a huge sacrifice. But thank you for being those parents who believe in your students and you're willing to invest time and money. Makes a big difference. So
And her
thank you.
passion and love.
Yeah,
Yes,
passion.
passion and love. Thank
Yes. All right, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, the parent stood. Yes, he did. Okay, thank you. Our next item that was omitted was our Skills USA for our culinary school from Woodruff Career Technical Center. And so we will have the principal, Mr. Spiker, and Chef Yeti. Will you go to the mic for the presentation? Or you can join him for the presentation.
I'm going to be quick and let her talk.
Okay. Thank you.
On behalf of Woodruff Career and Technical Center, thank you very much for recognizing and honoring our, basically our state medalists for ProStart and Skills USA.
Nice.
We had 32 students compete in skills this year, and we had 8 finish third place. We had 1 finish second. We had 3 finish in first place in Skills USA this year. Oh, yes. The 3s that finished first in skills also finished first at ProStart and competed in Baltimore a couple weeks ago. And we won't go into their travel stuff. We won't talk about that. So, and at this time, I'm gracious to have this wonderful lady working in my building and helping our wonderful students. Chef Yeti is our culinary teacher and also our skills liaison and coach. So, Chef Yeti.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Spiker. So I'm going to go start down the line. So we got a 3rd place in American Spirit. So basically, that is something that we do as a school. All of our community work, our recruiting that we do for promoting CTE programs within our school district. And the students that presented on that were Christopher Wisner, Mark Thomas,
Stan.
and Maurice Johnson. So we have 2 from culinary, and we have a barber. I'm going to have Amar and Christopher stand up for another minute because they also placed 3rd in career pathway display. And they got 3rd place with another student that is not able to make it here tonight. His name is Kobe Jones from our health occupation student. So that was another collaboration between departments. All right, and
thank you.
So we have Akaya Lindsay, and she placed 3rd place in action skills, where she demonstrated the knife skills that she learned in culinary arts.
Nice.
So congratulations to Akaya. Okay, I'm going to have Sean and Cameron stand up, please, next. Okay. So Sean got the bronze medal, and Cameron got the silver medal in culinary arts.
Amazing.
And there will be a gold medal next year.
Of course.
So, and then we have our Pro Start state champions, as well as Skills USA in Career Pathway project. We have Jazz Williams, we have Ava Sims, and Kylie Varnell. So, and they will be representing us in Atlanta once again. So they represented us in Baltimore, as well as going for the gold in Atlanta coming up
Yes.
June 23rd. So I'm going to have them come up, give you a 3-minute presentation really quick. So you can
Okay.
kind of see what they would do. Up here, please. And you know how to do this microphone thing, right? There you go. All right, so put your jazz in the middle. All right.
I mean, y'all want to have it up here and just like kind of. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Did y'all know that only 10% of Americans eat enough vegetables in their diet?
Did you know that 8% of the U.S. population has a food allergen and that 10% is vegan or vegetarian?
Did you know that the farm-to-table movement helps reduce pollution and fossil fuel consumption?
That is why we want to welcome you to Verescence.
Arm.
An eatery.
We are an upscale farm-to-fork restaurant offering a vegetable-forward menu featuring produce and proteins raised on our very own farm.
The word verescence means the act of becoming green. Now, in its literal sense, that action would refer to plants, but for our purpose, we encourage guests to adopt a more plant-forward diet and to inspire a greener lifestyle to protect the future of our planet.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ava, and I'm your general manager, and I'm taking care of business. I run the numbers, I handle the marketing, and I make sure that we stay profitable. During service hours, you'll find me leading the front of the house team to give you the best possible dining experience.
Hello, I'm Jazz, the executive chef at Verescence. Me and my team of talented cooks are always on the move, creating an exciting, ever-changing menu based on the vegetables of the season and the proteins available to us.
Welcome. I'm Kylie, head hortolano at Verescence Farm and Eatery. Hortolano is Latin for gardener, and my team and I grow the food you're about to eat.
Everyone, we know what you must be thinking. Farm to table, that's already been done before. That is why we want to give you a glimpse of the full Verescence experience.
Imagine walking through our entrance, and instead of being greeted by a host, you will be welcomed by your very own hortolano, who will take you on a tour of our beautiful greenhouse and garden attached to our restaurant.
You will be able to touch, feel, smell, and even taste the produce that will be featured on our menu.
You may ask questions about our mission and eco-friendly practices before being taken to your seat.
Once seated, you will experience expert service and guidance on your menu options. Being gluten intolerant myself, this is a way that I can take my carnivore uncle,
like me,
or my vegetarian friend,
like me,
to watch my team put on a show, creating the tastiest dishes right in front of your eyes.
We are really passionate about this concept. That is why we've asked our friends, families, and even classmates to act as a focus group.
A misconception people have about a vegetable for a restaurant is that it has to be vegan or vegetarian. As the carnivore uncle of the group, I can assure you that we are not.
We have a well-rounded, globally inspired menu with the difference that our animal proteins are often in a supportive role to our vegetables and are not always the star or even present in every dish.
So, we know you must be feeling this.
We know what's happening.
You are experiencing the process of becoming more green.
Welcome to Verescence.
Farm
and Eatery.
Amazing. Very outstanding. Very outstanding.
Thank you.
Okay, and if we could have all parents of our students, our 5-star chef-inspired students stand, please. All parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our next item, Remarkable Spirit, we'll have Fabian Daniels from Annie Jo Gordon.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Fabian Daniels. I'm the proud principal at AJG, the pride of the South Side. This day is an amazing day because we're here to recognize 4 of our amazing members. And before I start, I have a little thematic start for you. Are you ready? Can you hear it? Oh, goodness. How y'all gonna do it? Well, at AJG, we do not call the Ghostbusters. We call our amazing staff, who are our behavior specialists, to help us not only nurture our students, help them with their social emotional needs, but also be there in the time of need. I would like to introduce and celebrate the following staff members. Davion Farrell. Come on up, sir. DeMarco Greer, who is also a behavior specialist. What is special about these 2 young men are that they started, when I started at AJG, formerly known as Harrison, they were my students. And
nice.
I wasn't going to say this, but I'm saying this. Mr. Farrell was known as anger management because anger is how he solved his problems. But I told him that would not get him far. Then, here he is, a young man that is a role model to our students. You may have seen him in A Remarkable Times. And the therapeutic wheels being spun around by our students, being a part of the action. Mr. Farrell was more, Mr. Greer was a little bit more calm, but they're a partner in crime. But now they're here helping us solve our issues with our students. They're there in the cafeteria, in the hallway, smiling and supporting our students and giving them life lessons. But also we would like to support and recognize Mr. McCall, the one and only, and Mrs. Zola Carper. Come on up. When you call into the classroom, you always hear 703 is the classroom. And the reason why they said 703 is because they are in the classroom, one of our most challenging classrooms in our ED classrooms. And our students, they know these 2 men as being role models, male role models that are there to help them and nurture them as they deal with their issues. But these 4 young men here, well, McCall is not that young, but 4 young men must be recognized because they are doing something on a daily basis. They are at work every day with a smile on their face, and no matter the situation, they're handling our students with grace, mercy, and love, the AJ way. So let's give it up to Mr. Farrell, Mr. Greer, Mr. McCall, and Mr. Zola Crawford.
Outstanding. And it definitely takes a village, and you have built a very strong village. And so thank you, principal and staff. They celebrate. Yeah, they're headed out for photos. Well, they got energy and vibes. Yeah, it's the time of day. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, our next remarkable spirit is in transportation, and we'll have Whitney Creed to come forward, please. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I just want to take a moment and say thank you to the board for allowing me to present these awards. It's beautiful tonight to be standing here and realize how many different connections transportation has. If it weren't for buses, Woodruff students wouldn't be able to do what they do. And I know we do chess tournaments, and so it's been a lot of fun to stand here and get to see that tonight. Unfortunately, this award winner is not able to be here today, so we're going to put up her picture, and I'll accept the award and make sure she gets it. But this award is going to one of our bus drivers. Her name is Priscilla. It's my honor to present an award to somebody who embodies the very spirit of selfishness, bravery, and kindness. Priscilla is a person who always has a cheerful smile. As you can see, she has the amazing ability to pitch in, to make a positive impact wherever she goes, and we are so fortunate to have her as a part of our team. But it's her incredible courage and her calm under pressure that stands out. just a few weeks ago, unfortunately. While driving her route, Priscilla faced an unimaginable situation. A driver pulled out from the school into oncoming traffic, which caused a collision, and that collision unfortunately crossed in front of the path of the bus. Priscilla managed to keep calm under pressure and get her students out of danger as quickly as she could. In the face of that emergency, she stayed calm, composed, and skillfully managed to steer the bus into the golf course, avoiding 5 or 6 trees, despite the bus having lost power steering. Her first words immediately after the incident were not, "Oh my goodness," or panic. It was simply to turn around and check on her kids and say, "Are you guys okay?" And you could hear in her voice exactly what all she was feeling. Priscilla didn't think about herself until she made sure all of her students were safe. She even refused to leave the scene before she knew that all of her students were safe and okay at that incident. Priscilla, your actions that day, your unwavering commitment to safety of your students, and your dedication to keeping calm in a very stressful situation are nothing short of heroic. Getting choked up. You've shown incredible courage and compassion, and we are all inspired by your actions. So on behalf of Transportation and Peoria Public Schools, thank you for your unwavering selfishness, your kindness, and embodying the values that we hold dear. We are so grateful for you. Please join me in giving her a round of applause. The next award goes to, again, another staff member that is behind the scenes. You don't see us very often unless you see a big yellow bus. But even more behind the scenes than that is our crew of technicians and mechanics. It's my pleasure to recognize and honor Jacob Wooford, who is our head technician. Jacob has been on our staff since 2013 and has been our lead technician for several years. Jacob has demonstrated incredible dedication, leadership, and expertise in his role. He manages a team of 9 highly talented individuals that are responsible for ensuring the safety and reliability of our fleet. They work in 2 different crews, so he's managing a day crew and a night crew. Most of us don't realize that once we all go to sleep, there are still people fueling buses, fixing buses, getting them ready so that the next day I can get up and go to work and get those buses out to get your kids. And this is one of our crew that does that. This year, I'm proud to highlight a remarkable achievement during the IDOT state inspections that happen every year. We had 90 buses that were on the lot at the time, and Jacob and the team were able to ensure that every single one of them passed inspections so that we did not have issues with downed buses. They were able to keep them up and running and fix any and resolve any issues immediately so that all 90 of those buses could stay up and running. Jacob's leadership and attention to detail have not only kept those buses running smoothly, but also maintained the safety of our students, which is his top priority as well as ours. It's no small feat to manage such a crucial responsibility with difficult hours, and Jacob has done so with excellence. Jacob, thank you for your work, your dedication, for setting such a high standard for the entire team. We are incredibly fortunate to have you as part of the organization. If you guys would please join me in congratulating Jacob.
Congrats, Jacob. We're proud of you. We thank you. Whitney, you did a very nice job with both of them.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, you're certainly welcome. Okay, our next speaker will be the principal of Peoria High, Mr. Sean McGinnis.
Thank you so much, board, for having us today. Beautiful day out. We are going to start talking about how beautiful it is outside on Mondays and how you guys are always planning meetings during that. But anyway, so I'm here to present Miss Denise Hansen. It says on your program, it says AV teacher, audio video teacher. She is an audio video specialist. If you come to any event at Peoria High School, you are going to get a camera in your face. You are going to be on our 100% student-led news, and she is just revolutionizing the way that we do daily announcements as well as news. So I'm all about student voice. If you know anything about me, I love putting the work in the kids' hands. So I did try to bully Ziana into talking today, but she wanted me to say some words for her. So I'm going to try to read this and try not to cry, because when I read it the first time, it felt like when I was a student again. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. My experience with you began in our reading group. I quickly grew an attachment towards you for many reasons. You walked me to the buses every day after school. You listened patiently whenever I needed someone to talk to that meant more to me than you realized. During middle school, you supported me throughout mental health challenges. You helped me find ways to express my feelings, whether to you or to school guidance counselors. You gave me the comfort, support, and understanding that felt as if a mother would give their child. You made me feel safe, heard, and never alone. Leaving middle school was one of the hardest things I faced. Knowing I wouldn't be able to walk into your classroom anymore made me feel lost my freshman year, which was difficult without you. Then came my sophomore year. You came to Peoria High, and that meant the world to me. Now, as my junior year comes to an end, I've been reflecting on just how much you've invested in me and my future. From helping with schoolwork from taking me on college trips, you've always been there, even with the panic attacks. You've supported me with so much care and compassion. Thank you for being in my corner. Thank you for believing in me. You are truly a remarkable teacher, mentor, and person I'm beyond grateful for. You have meant everything in my life over these years. With appreciation, Ziana. So again, I'd like to recognize Ms. Denise Hansen, Remarkable Spirit Award.
Come on up.
Oh my gosh. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to work with fantastic students like Ziana. We met, you didn't say this, she was in my second grade reading group when I started at Roosevelt, so 10 years ago. So she was a second grader, and now she's almost ready to be a senior. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to work with all of our students.
And may I add, I have been in Peoria High for 3 or 4 different functions, and Miss Ziana was very personable and just a very warm-hearted person. And you remember our conversation that we had, and I told you you have everything in you to be a leader, and if you decide to stick around Peoria just because of your heart, you are genuine, you might decide to run for a school board. So that's still in the air, and you think about it and just keep trusting the process, and you will do great things. And I'm glad to know you have a support system with your principal and your teachers, and you also have a superintendent and a board who is rallying with you. So go and do great, dream, and make it happen. Nice to see you again.
President McConnell, I remember I did something at Peoria High, and she was telling me about her teacher and her favorite teacher. Somehow we ended up talking about her favorite teacher. And did you remember you asked, can I recognize my, and I said, go ahead and do it. So I'm very happy you followed up. I heard nothing but amazing things about you. Yes, thank you.
She's a star. All right, thank you. Our next item is awards and recognitions by Dr. Karat.
Thank you, President. Thanks, President McConnell, board, and our listening audience and guest. This is just a fun part of on the agenda where we're recognizing our schools for just working so hard on getting their kids to school every day, working with families, and trying to reduce any challenges that are in place. And all the buildings are working very hard with their teams. Each building has an attendance team. And so every month we sort of select 3 that are the top 3 at the top from, and we compare the attendance percentage increase from, this is for April, most improved attendance for April 24 compared to April 23, and the top 3 schools So kudos to them. Tree Win, our Rise Academy, and Whittier. And you've heard from them before the last couple of times. And so just let's give them a nice round of applause for doing well. They're working hard and they're seeing the results. And also for chronic absenteeism improvement for April, it's the same three schools. Rise, 29.7%, improved. Tree Win, 19%. Whittier, they've decreased it by 14%. So that means the children are coming to school, and we know that chronic absenteeism is if you've missed 18 days in that year. So they have lots of different strategies by month, by day. Research, Shannon and Renata, and I know they're watching, provide a lot of data for them, and they incentivize, do a lot of fun things with kids and families. So it's working. So let's give them also another round of applause for making progress in the chronic absenteeism arena as well. Thank you.
And you have the next presentation?
Yes, thank you, President McConnell. I would be happy to do that. And what I'll do is call, I'll stay here and I'll call Dr. Corey Molson to the podium. I know her son is here. Ashton, you feel free to join Mom, Allie, Alice. Guys, you can join her as well. And Venny, I know you're shy. Mom and Dad, go ahead and join her because I'm going to make some comments. And those kids, we've seen, I cannot believe how much they have grown. I remember Ashton before he was, well, maybe a little baby. But here's the deal. I am thrilled to celebrate Dr. Corey Molson, a passionate and visionary administrator who has dedicated 19 years to building strong school communities at Peoria Public Schools. This year, she has been honored by Illinois State Board of Education with the Those Who Excel Award for Administrator of the Year, which is a testament to her exceptional leadership, involvement, and commitment to excellence. As the leader, I mean, our vision board, you guys wanted us to be bold and think outside the box. That's what I heard from you, board members. And so Dr. Corey Molson leads we do a lot about building our pipeline for teachers. We weren't doing a lot with administrators. And somehow she's like, Doc, I want you to hear this idea and I want you to listen to these professors, and this is what they're doing in Rockford Public Schools. What do you think? So as a team, we all talked about it, and she is the leader of the Rockford cohort and the aspiring administrator group. This is amazing because you've been doing it. You can talk about how many years you've done it, and you have graduated administrators. They have gotten jobs, and so we're building the bench. I know you're big into building the bench. We're building the bench for individuals to take over and lead our district even when we're gone, and it is amazing, and it's an urban program as well, and they've been doing very well. So Dr. Corey Molson exemplifies the belief that the best leaders are those who lift others up along the way, and that's our mantra as well. We're pulling people up and we're helping individuals, and you're a leader for that. She actively also mentors new teachers, all the new teachers that will join us in July. She puts the program together collaboratively with her team. And then also a big thing she did, and still involved with the Peoria Reads. You co-chair that community Peoria Reads initiative with Beth Kreider, ROE, and a lot of other community members to continue to push early literacy and literacy in our community, and community engagement. So with her innovative spirit and unwavering energy, Dr. Corey Molson is the driving force behind the district's work. Also Ron Clark. I'm like, she cannot stop talking to me about Ron Clark. And board, I know and a lot of our schools, Northmore and Hines, and they have converted to the house concept, and she's been trained by Edison as well. And she'll tell you, and we were principals at the same time, and I was always impressed with Edison's house configuration when I was at Whittier. So we've had lots of conversation about that. So thank you for exposing us to this guy, and you'll see him, board members, because he'll be our keynote at our convocation in July at the Civic Center. So you're continuing to our principals, all of our principals, our teachers have been exposed to high impact instructional strategies because of the relationship that you've built with Ron Clark and his team. So I thank you for that. So congratulations, Dr. Corey Molson, on this well-deserved recognition. Your impact is truly remarkable. Let's give her a round of applause. Speech.
Speech. Well, thank you for the very kind words, Dr. Crott. Thank you, President McConnell, Vice President Dr. Wilson, members of the board. First of all, I just want to say I am deeply honored and very humbled to receive this prestigious award tonight. I truly feel blessed to be a part of this remarkable team at Peoria Public Schools. And I'm the recipient or the face of this award, but really this award could go to any of our administrators in our district. They are just an exceptional group of leaders, and we all have a shared purpose of really making a difference for Peoria's kids. Dr. Crott, I want to thank you. You have mentored me. I was this 26-year-old principal who didn't know much, and we were principals together, and she was such a strong mentor. We were in our doctoral program together and just learning along the way, but you have mentored me my entire administrative career, and I learn from you every day, so thank you for that. And thank you for letting me work in my strength zone every day. All the things you mentioned about the leadership pipeline work and building our own teachers to be the future leaders, that is truly my passion, is coaching others to help them become the best version of themselves. And we have all the answers right here within our district. We have everything we need. And I love my job so much. I feel like I'm doing what God put me on this earth to do. So thank you for the opportunity to be able to do that. Very rewarding work. It's kind of ironic. I started student teaching in 1998, and my daughter here has been doing her field experience teaching in Peoria Public Schools. She's headed to ISU in the fall to be a teacher, so I'm pretty excited about that. Not yet, but we might have to work on that. But anyway, this district has truly shaped me into the leader I strive to be, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to serve. But I also have to thank this crew here with me. This is my family, and as you all know, being an administrator is a on-demand, round-the-clock, full-time commitment, and so it takes a really strong village to make sure that, our kids don't miss out, and that they have, people filling in when I can't. And so thank you, Vinny, for all that you do, and Mom and Paul for everything you do, and for my kids. They have to step up a lot too, but they've grown up and they're turning out great. So very proud of all of them and thankful for all of them.
Thank you.
Thank
family.
you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Crott, you have one more presentation? Yes, student support personnel.
Thank you. I wanted Principal McGinnis to do it. I wanted us to divide and conquer. Dr. Brooke, she works much. She'll get a lot of love from me too, but I think he's so. Is that okay? We
That's
talked about it.
A-okay.
I wanted
Sure.
to give him the
Sure.
honors.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Congrats.
All right, we are thrilled to congratulate Dr. Ferrero on being awarded the Those Who Excel Student Support Personnel of the Year Award for our district. Dr. Ferrero has been the cornerstone of district-wide student support in her role as a school psychologist for 17 years. She began her career with PPS as an intern in 2008 and was hired full-time at Manual High School the following year. After transferring to Tree Wind Day Treatment for a few years, she has been dedicated to serving students at Peoria High since 2013, known as the go-to expert in crisis situations. So if you hear McGinnis to Ferrero or Ferrero to McGinnis on the radio, it is about to go down. Dr. Ferrero leads our suicide prevention efforts, grief response, and mental health protocols. Whether supporting a grieving school community or responding to a district-wide emergency, she has been an incredible support for our students. With her therapy dog, Theo, which we're mad you didn't bring. Okay. She builds trust and strengthens school teams, helping helping kids heal and thrive every day. She's a sounding piece not only for students, but also for adults. Her room is super welcoming. She allows people in there. Sometimes it's a rage room, sometimes it's a calming room, but she allows multiple people in there, not just students, adults as well. So once again, McGinnis to Dr. Ferrero, please come to stand and brag about yourself.
Thank you, Mr. McGinnis.
Hi. Thank you so much for this. My job is a little more behind the scenes, so I'm not really super comfortable in front of people and talking. I just really appreciate the acknowledgement and the recognition. I really love what I do, and I think part of the reason I can do my job so well is because of the collaboration, all the amazing people I work with. At Peoria High, we have such amazing administrators, teachers, support staff, SROs, everyone we work with. We all work together in our own defined roles to really wrap ourselves around the students to make sure they get what they need. Our psychology staff is, I would argue, we have the most amazing psychologists anywhere. The most intelligent, educated, amazing psychologists. We have amazing people, and I feel like I can do my best because of everyone that's around me. So thank you so much. But I
Thank you.
do my job because they do their job so well. So thank you.
And one of the things I'll say, I don't know if it was said because I had to run out to take a pic with Dr. Corey Molson, is I've always been impressed with if there's a crisis. I remember even as a principal and superintendent very early on, you were the lead for that, right, Dr. Bond? And it was amazing. We had binders. You would get counselors to the schools. We would get folks from the community. And you were the mastermind behind that. And we relied on you to ensure that everybody received the supports that they needed at that particular time, whether it's for that day or for that entire week. And that's one of your superpowers as well. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And Mr. McGinnis, you have one more presentation. Community contribution. I'm sorry. It's Mrs. Duke. Miss Holly Duke, please.
I apologize, I thought it was later.
You can come on up. Miss Duke, she can do it.
So Miss Duke's definitely going to do the talking, but I wanted to do a quick shout out. I was at POP today, and they were doing their capstone projects, which is the end of the year project. And if you don't know what POP is, it's a alternative program. Well, not alternative, but it's a hybrid program where we get students across the finish line that didn't have maybe a chance to do so graduate in 4 years. And they work on competencies. And one of the big things they do is they have speakers. And Troy here, he was mentioned so many times. I had 3 different speakers and our 3 different students that presented their capstones today. And they absolutely love your presentations about finance. So thank you so much. And then I'll have Miss Holly Duke present him.
Yes.
I'm really short, everybody. Sorry. I'm really happy to be here. Dr. Karat, board members, thank you. Mr. Schmick here has been with District 150 and me for 14 years. Wow. So every semester he comes and he brings junior achievements curriculum. Whatever curriculum I ask, he brings it to our students with enthusiasm. He builds a great bond with them. There's a young lady from, 12 years ago that he had with J.A. Titan that we took to a competition. We got like 3rd place, but we should have won. But anyway, they do a little thing where you make a commercial. She's now into marketing. She comes back to me and says, oh my gosh, junior achievement, Mr. Schmick. Like, our kids love Mr. Schmick. He knows how to get to our students' hearts. Every time he comes, he brings us snacks, and we love it. He's even been known to bring Popeyes, so we love Mr. Schmick. It is my honor. He is with, he is with Caterpillar. We appreciate Caterpillar and them allowing him to come. He tries to get other people to come. He's on the Junior Achievement Board. He is also the 2021 JA Volunteer of the Year. I was proud to nominate him for that and for him to get that award. We had a big banquet. But Mr. Troy Schmick.
Awesome.
Thank you. I very much appreciate this award, but it's not about me. It's really about the students and the partnership with Ms. Duke. The fact that my company allows me to come in and spend some time and try to bridge the differences between the business world and the school environment to teach kids, to give them a glimpse of what life could be like, I really appreciate that opportunity. So I thank Caterpillar, my employer. I thank Ms. Duke for allowing me into the classroom. I thank the students for spending the time to listen to me, even though I do bribe them a little bit with the cookies. But thank you very much for the recognition.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, our next item on our agenda is presentation by audience. Very good. We don't have any presentations from the audience. Thank you. Approval of minutes from April 28th meeting. Motion to approve. All right, Madam Secretary for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross? Dr. Wilson? President McConnell?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes. Motion carries.
Thank you. Superintendent's update, Dr. Karat.
We can move on to the next item. Is that okay?
A superintendent's update?
We can move on to the next one.
So you don't have one?
No, we've made all of the announcements, the updates that I was going to give. I give them to you guys as announcements.
Okay. So were you going to share about the upcoming year, about the multicultural?
Were you going to do that, Ms. Rosewell? Sure, I'll be happy to. Thank you. The multicultural, I sent you some updates, I think, over the weekend. It was just an amazing event, very well attended. The teachers, there were a good 80 teachers in attendance representing 16 countries. They all did a performance sharing their cultures, whether it's showing what school looked like in their country and how it's different from the United States, or sharing various produce and items from their countries. There was great music, food, great weather, bouncy houses for the kids, just very well done. I wanted to thank John Morris, the president of the museum, for hosting us again. This was the second annual multicultural festivities, and actually we had Decatur represented and Kankakee, and Kankakee brought 25 teachers with them, and we had media coverage as well, and just a lot of good coverage. We had Kankakee present to our local media as well. Their teachers were happy, and they performed also. And Kankakee has 25 teachers that we've given them. And so with this, and I actually talked about the journey, Dr. Ike, and Dr. Ike, feel free to maybe get to the podium because you were leading this work with the team in terms of planning this one. But I just talked about 2015, President McConnell, when we came in, we were in a quandary. We had over 100 openings, and people were not applying for positions. So again, being bold, thinking outside the box, we just kind of walked them through what we went through. We implemented about six strategies simultaneously: hiring a recruiter, applying to be a J1 sponsored district, which is the only one outside of, I think, the state of Illinois and maybe Chicago Public Schools. It's then PPS, and that's it. And we were given 289 visas, and I think to date we have 181 teachers. PPS has over 100, and we have 6 districts outside of Chicago and Decatur and Kankakee that we're sharing teachers with because we have an excess and they need. I think Decatur has over 100 teachers openings. So they're so very, very grateful, and it's really nice to help individuals. Like, we were there, we understand, and so we're helping them out as well. And
Okay,
so it
thank
was
you.
just very, very, see, that's why I wanted to keep it short, but I can go on and on and on. But it was a huge success.
Okay, thank
And we
you.
have lots of pictures. John sent it out to the.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I
very
did see
good.
the
Yes,
pictures.
yes. Thanks
All
for
right.
asking.
Thank you. Financial update, Mr. Willis?
Revenue through May 12th, 203.6 million. Expenditures through May 12th, 205.8 million. On the revenue side, we're up about 14.8 million. Most of that is state and state aid and replacement taxes. On the spending side, we're up about 8.3 million. Salary benefits were the main drivers there. Receipts right now are sitting at 82.5% of budget. Trend is 79.1, so we're a little bit ahead of trend. Expenditures are 79.8% of budget. Trend is 83% this time of year, so we're trending just a little behind normal, which is good. Be happy to answer any questions anybody might have.
Any questions from anyone? Okay, proposed expenditures over 2,500. There are none.
Happy to answer any questions anybody might have.
Okay. Number 4, report on Freedom of Information Act.
Yes, President McConnell, thank you. Since our board meeting on April 25th, we have received 2 new requests regarding freedom of information. And there were 0 pending requests noted on April 25th, so we currently have 2. Since January 1, we have received 25 requests for the 2025 school year at a total cost of $1,250. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, action items, consent agenda, Dr. Wilson.
Yes, thank you, President McConnell. The consent agenda consists of the following items. Items number 1, gifts to school district. Item number 2, payment of bills. Item number 3, payment for travel. Item number 4, human resource report. Item number 5, custodial supply bids. Item number 6, office supply bids. Item number 7, before and after care agreement between Peoria Public Schools and Right at School LLC. Item number 8, memorandum of understanding with Grow Community. Item number 9, memorandum of understanding with Chestnut Health Systems Incorporated. Item number 10, field trip approval, Annie Jo Gordon and Elise Ford Allen Full Service Community Schools Ready, Set, Go Grant Program, Family Engagement. Item number 11, School Links, College and Career Readiness Platform. Item number 12, Advantage Communications Middle School Speech/Debate Team Summer Program Contract. Item number 13, Elite Community Outreach Incorporated, Winning Summer Program. And item number 14, Cartwheel Care Teletherapy. And that is the entirety of the consent agenda.
Thank you. Board members, do we have any items we would like to pull for a separate vote? Yes. You have some questions? Okay, sure.
Yes, I'd like to pull item 7 and 8 just for further clarification.
Okay.
On exactly what the
Okay, what those are.
responsibilities Yes.
Okay, so that, so you want to just some clarity? Okay, well, we'll pull for a separate vote, items number 5, 6, 7, and 8. May I have a motion to approve all the other items
So
before us?
moved.
Second.
Hey, Madam Secretary, for the roll.
Mrs. Costick?
Aye.
Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross? Dr. Wilson?
Aye.
President McConnell?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you, and we will entertain your questions for items 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Item number 5, if I could get some clarification on, is this a new process, this custodial supply bids and the office supply bids? I don't remember us having.
No, we've done those way before I got here. We do these about this time of year, May, June. Every blue moon will slip into July if bids go out late, but it's a routine item for this time of year.
So my question is, did these bids go out to companies other than the ones we always use? Did these go out to other companies as well?
We send, we put an ad in the paper. We post the bids on the website, and then we respond to, we send bids to whoever requests them based upon seeing the ad or seeing the website.
I know we had talked about expanding bids in the future, and so this lasts for 1 year?
Yes, uh-huh.
These last for
Yeah,
1
we
year.
do this every year. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you had number
I had
seven. I was going to ask a question about number 7 as well. Could somebody explain more about what the Right at School LLC? Is there somebody that can explain that?
Sure.
I mean,
it's-
there were several pages. I read through it.
Right, no
I
worries.
mean, I didn't see the dollar amount or
Yeah,
anything
there's
like
no
that.
money involved. It's a group that will work with parents, and they provide after school programming, robotics, STEM, but they work directly with parents.
Yeah, and that was my question.
Mm-hmm.
It says parent pay. I
Mhm.
mean, so that was your question too, about the parent pay. I
Mhm.
mean, so that's going to leave parents out that not able to pay for the services.
Dr. Bond, I know you've worked with you're working with it's just an after school program if they want to do it. They don't have to. It's just only if they want to do it. You want to take it?
Yes, and they're also working with families with childcare connection and subsidies and things like that. So everybody should have an opportunity is our understanding. Yeah.
Everybody should.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to really know more about that before.
And Mrs. Ross, maybe at the next meeting, we can get a complete summary of the multicultural.
But we're voting on it tonight.
Academy. Yeah, I understand that on this item. I'm just saying we can get a bigger picture of the A Academy and how it impacts.
So let me ask this question. So the parent,
Yeah,
Dr.
she
Bond,
said
so the
that.
parent paid is a result of like the child care connection services in
Yes.
which the parent would apply for, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So the only way that a child attend if there is no payment?
No, I do not believe so.
Say it again?
No, I do not believe so.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Do you know what the payment is?
What the cost of the
Cost is
per
for the
student?
parents?
Yes,
Based on
I
their
don't
income.
have it with me, but I do have that, yes. It's the same, as my understanding, as what the Y is charging.
It's not
If you
based
could
on
send
income?
that to us.
Sure, yeah.
If you could just send us that just
Absolutely.
for awareness.
Yeah.
Ms. Costick.
That was it. And in number 8, sorry, gotta get it here. Did I say 6 or 7? Just a little bit more clarification for what it is, and it looks like it's specifically geared toward, is that black and brown males?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the criteria for them to be able to be a part of the program?
Thanks for asking. Again, Dr. Coleman is the champion for this one. We would provide them space. They're from Chicago. Is she nearby? Okay. We would provide them with space, and they're from Chicago, and they would provide a group mental health counseling tailored specifically to school-age male youth of color. I think that's where that's the funding that they've
Correct.
received.
It's a
But-
grant that they received, and they are growing, and so they have reached out to Peoria Public Schools and would like to partner with us and provide those services. It's just another opportunity. We have not created a referral sheet. We wanted to, get approved, and they'll have a referral sheet, kind of like we do with Cartwheel and other services that we have at the Wraparound Center.
It doesn't cost us anything. We're
No.
just providing them space.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I just have a follow-up. So they have the grant funds. What is the time frame for the grant? So if we start, what are we expecting their
From what I understand, what we're going to do
residency
is a
to be?
one-year grant, we're going to do a one-year.
Year at a
all
time?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So the first year is going to be like a pilot for us then?
Yes, I
Okay.
mean, they have done this in other cities already, so it'll be for us, it will be a first year in Peoria, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
And then is there a cost after the first year?
No, they have
Just
grant
continue.
funding, so that's how they're able to kind of branch out to other areas. So it would be based on that, and if it's something we want to continue after 26, 27, if they don't get their grant renewed, then it's something we could talk about. But right now, it's just an additional service that we're trying to provide for our students or families.
Excellent.
Just quickly, in vetting this particular service, do you have any statistics on what happens in other schools, what their track record is? You have that?
Yes, I don't have it, but I can
Not
definitely
now,
get it
but
to you.
if
Yes,
I could
I can
see
get that
some of that,
information
or
to you.
maybe go on their website or something.
Yes, I can share that.
See.
Great. Okay, do we have any other questions? I'm going to do them all at once. Why would I separate them?
Do we need to separate?
No, we don't need to separate it. We can do them all at once.
I think you have.
Should be
Yeah.
do them separately. If we pull it from the consent agenda, each item separately. I know that it has been done.
So we can't group items 5, 6, 7, and 8 for a vote?
No, we already
Pull it
did.
from the consent agenda, they gotta be voted on.
Okay, all right. Item number 5, motion to approve.
So moved.
Madam Secretary for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Dr. Wilson? President McConnell?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Motion to approve item 6.
Second.
Thank you, Madam Secretary for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Dr. Wilson?
Aye.
President McConnell?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 7 to approve, motion to approve.
Second.
Madam Secretary for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Dr. Wilson? President McConnell?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you so much. Our next,
Item number 8.
number 8. Oh, I didn't do number 8?
No. it's
Okay.
just- it's-
All right, item number 8, motion to approve.
So moved.
Madam Secretary for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Dr. Wilson? President McConnell?
We really don't, well, anyway, I was waiting for you to say that if it's just a question, you don't have to pull it for a separate vote.
But we are past that, so,
But I'm just saying
yeah,
for the
I
future.
understand that. Owen, did you finish with the roll call?
We have 7 ayes.
Okay, thank you. Deliberation, agenda.
Thank you. Deliberation agenda, item number 15, policy number 7:60, student tuition waiver / non-resident students. Proposed action that the Peoria Board of Education approve a proposed revision to policy number 7:60.
And can you restate what that policy says?
Yeah.
Actually, you want to just a brief, real quick, just.
No, I don't want an explanation. We just want the policy read for the revision so that everybody understands. So then what is the summary of, when you say revision, what are we saying with the word revision?
Essentially, yeah, essentially, I think essentially what the board is being asked. I think in 2021, legislation allowed school districts to waive tuition, and as a group, we decided to go 45% for individuals, our staff members who did not reside within the Peoria public school boundaries. So what's on the table now is to allow them to attend Peoria Public Schools at 100% discount, and it will be a selective process, number one. And the reason being, it's tied to teacher retention, teacher satisfaction, and those sorts of things. We don't anticipate the numbers will be high. I think currently, Mr. Willis, we had talked about even at the 50%, 45% from 21 to current, we have less than 5 individuals taking advantage of this opportunity. So does that help, Mr.
Yeah.
President
yes, it does.
McConnell? Okay.
Right. I understood it. I just wanted the clarity out for everybody so that everybody understands. Would anybody like to make any statements or any feedback on that?
I want to say that I wouldn't support it being 100% because maybe we got 5 now, but maybe we'll have 15, and we basically are working on taxpayers' money as far as paying people's salaries. But I thought we talked about a certain percentage off. I didn't know it was 100%. So.
Okay, Mrs. Costick, you have. Then I will just state for clarity, I think it's prudent that every student in the district who lives in Peoria County has the privilege to attend the school because their parents live in our district, and if they are property owners and or renters, they are paying into our tax base. I don't think it's wise for us, if people choose to live outside of our district and they want to come, as people choose to go to private schools, I believe that is an investment in your child's education. And for those of us who are taxpayers in this district, it is an investment in the district. If a teacher's here, I know that our salaries are very competitive, if not the highest salaries in this region. And we also give our teachers retention bonuses, which is additional benefit. And I don't think it's fair to those of us who are taxpayers to have a non-tax-paying person to be able to attend Peoria Public Schools without some financial investment. Would you like to say something?
Is that okay? I did look up several other schools in this area, Morton, Dunlap, Washington, some of those board policies, and most of those policies, they don't have this exact language that we're talking about, but it says to the fullest extent that the law says, which I think then would reflect the same 100%. So this seems pretty comparable across the region with what other schools are offering for their teacher retention. And I think it could go both ways, right? We could potentially have people who live in Peoria, but maybe they teach outside of Peoria, and now they're going to take their kids out of our schools because the policy is the same over there. And so I really think that it's worth at least trying. And then if it's like way too many people, we could always revise it and amend the policy. But I think it's, again, I've looked at other areas are implementing it, and I think that it could really help with our teacher retention, especially since our calendar is different than the surrounding areas. It can make it difficult as a parent and a teacher to be on separate schedules. So I think it is worth at least exploring.
Okay. So is there anybody else? Yeah, well, it's just the bottom line.
Say,
oh, yes, Mr. Ivory.
I would simply say that even though I like the idea of teacher retention, I think 100% is more than what we should accommodate. If there was an alternative of 50%, I would be voting on behalf of that. But due to the fact there's not, that I probably will be voting against it.
Okay, thank you. And then I just want us to be cognizant too that so far our district was in deficit spending some years ago, and we've managed to overcome that. And it's from prudent discipline, making dollars and cents make sense. And when we start waiving fees, and we have however many people come, I think it's fair to say that if you invest in your child's education, and even coming to Peoria Public Schools is an investment. As I know, many parents, many families spend over and above. It's not necessarily free tuition, you have books, but there are so many parents of us who donate to the school, who pour into Peoria Public Schools just because our funding source is different. Peoria Public Schools can't raise money like the private sector can and like charter schools. And so I think it's just important that every parent is pouring into it. And as much as I love our teachers, and if that's their, decision to live outside of the district, I think us having them pay falls in line with our policy as we set forth for our administrators to actually live in Peoria Public Schools, because it makes sense. You can be a part of the community you are serving, and as Mrs. Molson said, that being a leader and an administrator sometimes goes after hours, and it does make a difference if you live in this, community. It is an investment in your education and in your child's education, and it notably it is a convenience to be able to bring your kid to
But just
work.
quickly, we have people now that pay tuition for their kids.
And
to
it's
come to our
discounted because now it's at 45%.
No, I meant other people other than teachers.
Oh,
We have people who already paid.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so it's not fair to them to have,
Some
have them
have
pay.
to have some people not paying and some people paying. So do we have any other who would like to share any other feedback before we call for the motion to deny or to approve policy number 7:60? Okay, motion to vote. If you vote no, it is not for it. If you vote yes, it is for it. Okay, motion?
So the motion is to approve.
Right, the motion to approve it. If you vote yes, you are approving it. If you vote no, you are not approving it. I just want to have that clarity before we.
So move.
vote. All right, Madam Secretary, for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
No.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Dr. Wilson?
Aye.
President McConnell?
No.
We have 3 ayes, 4 nays. Motion fails.
All right, thank you. Item number 16.
Yes, item number 16, expulsion. With the expulsion to be held in abeyance. Proposed action that the Board of Education approve expulsion with the expulsion held in abeyance listed on the report dated May 12th, 2025 be approved as presented.
Second.
Madam Secretary, for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Dr. Wilson?
Aye.
President McConnell? We have 7 ayes. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 17, expulsion. Proposed action that the Board of Education approve the expulsion listed on the report dated May 12th, 2025 be approved as presented.
Second.
Madam Secretary, for the roll.
Mrs. Costick? Mrs. Murray?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Dr. Wilson?
Aye.
President McConnell?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes. Motion carries.
Thank you. Presentation or suggestions by board members?
I had something real
Yes,
quick.
sir.
So school safety remains a top priority for myself, and I'll speak for other board members as well, that school safety is a priority for them as well. In alignment with that commitment, the policy committee has been working on a proposal to require clear book bags for students in grades 5th through 12th. This policy is designed to enhance safety by helping prevent prohibited items being brought into our schools and to support the routine morning searches currently conducted at our high schools. We anticipate having a draft policy ready for board review within the next coming weeks. Just kind of wanted to throw that out there.
Okay.
Okay, cool, cool.
Okay. And then notably, we had that policy at Peoria High about 7, 10 years ago, and it worked well. And after Matthew graduated, I think it was just, yeah, it went out of whack as of 2019. So thank you for that leadership. Reports from board committees, policy. When is your next meeting?
Policy Committee will update the public on our next meeting.
Thank you. Buildings and grounds.
Buildings and Ground will meet on May 29th. At what time?
At 5.
At what time is our meeting?
Buildings and Grounds.
5.
Y'all want it all.
Okay. Yes,
Okay, so
The
it's at
procurement-
5 o'clock on the 29th.
29th, yes.
Okay.
President
The
McConnell.
procurement,
Yes, Mr. Ivory.
yeah, the procurement committee will be establishing a meeting sometime next week, and we will be reaching out to everyone to let them know what that time is. We haven't
Okay.
established a date yet.
All right, thank you.
The Behavioral Intervention Committee meets this Thursday, May 15th at 7 p.m. virtually.
Okay. All hearts and minds clear? Motion to adjourn, please. Thank you. And thank you, audience, for being here.